This is Cathy Engelbert's worst nightmare. It's her worst nightmare because so much of what people have said has come true about the interest of this league. It hinges on one person, whether they like it or not.
In what could easily qualify as one of the wildest disasters ever witnessed in WNBA history, the entire league practically fell apart right there on live camera, shocking countless viewers. With barely around 150 people sitting in the arena, sponsors backing out, players threatening to walk away, and a massive 2026 boycott gaining serious momentum, the situation spiraled fast. The moment Adam Silver noticed those depressing empty seats, he immediately got up, marched directly toward the WNBA commissioner, and without hesitation fired Cathy Engelbert right on the spot. Right here is where the WNBA's collapse truly began, and where a fresh wave of shocking scandal quietly surfaced for millions to see. But before we uncover everything the league desperately attempted to cover up, make sure to like and subscribe, because this entire situation turns darker and even more chaotic. The Sky vs. Liberty matchup was expected to deliver serious hype, meant to prove the steady rise and growing momentum of the WNBA. Yet the moment the cameras swept across the arena, it felt like witnessing a full-blown apocalypse unfolding right there. Massive rows sat completely vacant, whole sections looked lifeless and abandoned, creating an unsettling and unforgettable scene.
Now we have to wait an entire offseason, and we don't even know what's going to happen. There might be a lockout. There might not even be a 2026 season, guys. We might not see her until we don't know when we'll see Caitlin Clark play basketball again. That is what sucks. That is what sucks. It seems the owners and the players are far, far apart on an agreement as far as the new CBA, and we don't know when they'll make it back to the floor.
Instead of any real excitement or atmosphere, the arena felt painfully silent, with absolutely no spark, no cheers, nothing at all. There wasn't even an echo because the crowd was too tiny to create any kind of sound. People online started posting things like, "Is this a practice game? Where is everybody? This is straight up embarrassing." But what made it even worse was the truth. Those 150 people inside weren't all genuine fans. A large chunk of them were actually WNBA staff members and employees who were literally instructed to fill random seats just so the broadcast wouldn't look completely lifeless on national television. As Adam Silver stepped into the arena, he froze mid-step, scanning the scene with a chilling stillness. His face turned stone cold, expressionless, radiating pure anger. And that fury wasn't aimed at the fans, it was squarely directed at Cathy. This wasn't a sudden outburst, it had been simmering for months. Supporters were fed up watching Caitlin Clark get fouled with no calls, star players sidelined, and the league's apparent favoritism and rigged storylines play out. Broken officiating, hidden personal agendas, players penalized over endorsements and personal freedoms, it all piled up, and the frustration had finally reached its breaking point. Regarding what Engelbert supposedly told Keir, if she really implied that Caitlin Clark should feel grateful for her off-court earnings, that's completely absurd. Have we forgotten the Iowa years? Clark has been like a Tiger Woods effect, elevating everyone around her. And this show proves it. Our highest ratings ever came after one of her Iowa games aired. The WNBA has clearly gained far more from her presence than she ever has from the league. Even though Caitlin Clark's season was largely derailed by injury this year, the league's problems only seemed to intensify after that. Cathy put Sophie and Lexi on notice, dangling threats of suspension, looming fines, and restricting outside play, while also limiting opportunities, controlling their movements, and managing their public exposure. But when she targeted Caitlin Clark with similar threats, everything finally erupted. Fans came together and made their voices heard, saying enough is enough. If the league can't safeguard its top stars, the supporters won't bother defending it either. And that's exactly how the boycott came to life. Not out of hatred, but fueled by frustration, feelings of betrayal, and sheer disrespect. Sponsors started to freak out. They witnessed empty arenas, massive fan outrage, growing anger directed at Cathy, and unhappy players everywhere. 3 of the league's biggest sponsors even reached out privately, saying, "We simply cannot keep backing a league this toxic and unstable." The league's leadership was actively destroying its own brand. Fans were walking away, boycotting, all because of the decisions coming from the top. When Adam Silver read those damning reports, it hit him hard. The WNBA wasn't just struggling, it was hemorrhaging, and the source of the crisis was clearly Cathy Engelbert's choices. Back at the arena, Silver stood silently before the vast, empty stands. Turning toward Cathy, he spoke in a low, controlled voice that only those nearby could hear. "This is utterly humiliating. You misled me. You misled everyone. You claimed the league was thriving. You said the fans were showing up. Where are they, Cathy?" She first tried to shift blame onto the fans, then quickly pointed fingers at the players. Next, she tried to blame the media, but Adam Silver immediately cut her off. "You punished our top stars. You sidelined the faces of this league. You twisted storylines to fit your own agenda. And now, sponsors are fleeing because of your decisions." Her expression went pale, yet Adam wasn't finished. "It's over. Pack your things. You're fired." Players overheard the confrontation, and whispers spread like wildfire. Is Cathy really gone? Did Adam actually fire her? "We warned them, but they never listened." One player muttered, "She treated us like children, not professionals." Another added, "She tried to shut down every complaint we raised." And the most damning remark came from one of the stars. Caitlin Clark deserved protection, yet instead, they exploited her. News spread like wildfire throughout the arena, reaching everyone well before the fourth quarter even finished. Cathy was finished. The boycott had triumphed. And this wasn't just about 200,000 people or a passing trend, it had become a full-blown movement. Fans made it clear, disrespect the stars, and we walk away. They left arenas, unsubscribed, unfollowed social pages, stopped attending games, and refused to support a corrupt system. And it worked. WNBA arenas went eerily empty. Games lacked any excitement. Teams played in dead silence. Media coverage dropped sharply. Sponsors disappeared almost overnight. This was no longer just a league, it was a powerful warning. Cathy had gone from controlling the league, manipulating players, benching stars, blocking outside opportunities, and managing exposure to instantly losing player trust, fan respect, every major sponsor, the commissioner's seat, and ultimately, everything she once held. In a last-ditch effort, she tried blaming miscommunication, social media, and external pressure, but everyone saw the truth clearly. Her personal agenda had completely backfired, her tight control crumbled, and her choices left the league in ruins. Now, the WNBA teeters on the edge of a serious crisis. Players are demanding freedom, respect, proper protection, fair officiating, and chances to pursue opportunities outside the league. Loyal fans want honest calls, no hidden agendas, equal treatment, shining stars, full transparency, and Adam Silver wants accountability across the board. The WNBA dropped the ball completely, while the LPGA executed everything flawlessly that the league should have accomplished this season. They managed to pull it off perfectly in just one day. I mentioned in a previous video that this prom event wasn't even planned to be televised at first, but fans flooded the organization with emails asking, "How can we watch Caitlin? Can we attend the event? Will there be a live stream?" Every single request was made, and eventually, the event was broadcast on television, which was a huge win. Fans were thrilled, the excitement online was enormous, and Caitlin even started trending on Twitter, sparking major buzz across social media. The WNBA is now facing a complete transformation, a full rebuild with fresh leadership, new systems, and an entirely revamped culture. After the chaos and scandal, the league has officially turned the page on Cathy, corruption, disrespect, and silencing players. A new chapter is about to unfold, but it's only happening because fans, sponsors, and players finally united and declared, enough is enough. This story is far from over. Adam Silver isn't done taking action. Players aren't done demanding fairness. Fans aren't done holding the league accountable. What happens next will completely reshape the WNBA's future and define its legacy for years to come. Don't miss a single moment. Hit that like button, subscribe to stay updated, leave your thoughts in the comments, and turn on notifications, because part 2 of this explosive story is coming, and you're going to want to see every detail.